Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating and sometimes uncomfortable aspects of being human, our stubbornness when it comes to our beliefs. But before we get into it, I want to ask you two questions. First, have you ever thought about upgrading your ideology? And second, have you ever caught yourself defending an ideology, not because it's right, but because it's yours? These two questions are deeply interconnected, two sides of the same coin. One challenges us to grow, while the other exposes why growth is so hard. Why do we cling to ideas even when they might be wrong? Why is it so difficult to change our minds? And why do people across the world, with completely different beliefs, act in eerily similar ways when defending them? From religious extremists to die-hard rationalists, from political fanatics to social media warriors, why do we all seem to fall into the same patterns of rigid thinking? Let's unpack this together. Statistically speaking, less than 1% of people truly have the courage to question their own ideology. But why is it so hard? Logically, it should be the easiest thing in the world. Your ideology exists inside your mind, and with your mind, you're free to think this way or that way. So why does it feel impossible? Here's the thing, questioning your own beliefs is hard. Like, really hard. And it's not because we're lazy thinkers or afraid of new ideas. It's because our beliefs aren't just ideas, they're part of who we are. They are our principal story. They're woven into our identity, connected to our tribe, and tied to our sense of belonging. When someone challenges our beliefs, it doesn't just feel like an attack on an idea, it feels like an attack on us. Consider this: a religious extremist and a militant atheist might appear to be polar opposites in the ideological realm, but they share a crucial similarity: unwavering certainty. Both are absolutely convinced they are right and are willing to fight to defend their beliefs. Why? Because each believes that truth belongs solely to them, entirely and without exception. In their eyes, the other has no legitimate claim to truth. This turns every disagreement into a battle of absolutes. Truth versus falsehood, good versus evil, right versus wrong. And when the world is framed that way, isn't any cause worth fighting for? This is just one aspect. The plot is thicker than that. Most of us don't consciously choose our beliefs. They're handed to us by our parents, culture, and society. From the moment we're born, we're immersed in messages about what's true, what's right, and what's acceptable. And here's the catch: these beliefs aren't typically taught through reason or evidence. They're absorbed passively, like cultural osmosis. Consider this: a child born into a Hindu family is likely to remain Hindu, just as a child born into a Muslim family is likely to remain Muslim. It's not because they've critically examined every religion in the world. It's because their beliefs were shaped for them long before they had the capacity to think independently. Here is an important question: do we acquire all our ideas in the same manner? The answer is no. The scientific mind presents a contrasting scenario. It is always keen and willing to change without any stubbornness. Ideas formed through rational reasoning are inherently adaptable and flexible. When we reach beliefs through critical thinking, we remain open to change, ready to revise or discard them the moment stronger evidence or better arguments emerge. Scientists, for example, are trained to question everything. New evidence isn't a threat, it's an invitation to deepen understanding, a chance to get closer to the truth. But with ideologies, it's a different story. New ideas aren't welcomed, they're resisted. They're seen as dangerous, heretical, even treasonous. Where rational thought thrives on uncertainty and growth, rigid ideologies cling to certainty, treating challenges not as opportunities, but as existential threats. Think about it. When was the last time you chose your beliefs? Not inherited them, not absorbed them passively, but actively, deliberately chose them. For most of us, the answer is never. And that's no accident. It's by design. Because if people started questioning their beliefs, the entire system could begin to unravel. That's why questioning your beliefs is seen as so dangerous. It's not just about changing your mind, it's about challenging the very foundations of society. And society doesn't take kindly to that. It labels you an outcast, a heretic, a traitor. In some cases, it might even cost you your freedom or your life. This is a system of control that trains humans in how not to think, resulting in mental dysfunction and the erosion of the mind's core competencies. So what can we do about it? How do we break free from this invisible system of control? The first step is simple but powerful. Awareness. Recognize that your beliefs might not be your own. Question them. Challenge them. Hold them up to the light and see if they still stand. And most importantly, be willing to change. True intellectual freedom doesn't come from blindly accepting what you've been told. It comes from the courage to ask the hard questions, to confront uncomfortable truths, and to face the possibility that you might be wrong. Because only when you let go of false certainty can you truly start thinking for yourself. So what do you think? Have you ever questioned your ideology? Have you ever felt the pressure to conform? Are you willing to trust your core competence? That is, thinking. Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video thought-provoking, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because the world needs more critical thinkers, and that starts with you.